So I took voluntary redundancy, quite a very big redundancy, quite sudden redundancy back in February, and I was allowed some money to do some training, and I had to decide what I wanted to do. So the guy that I spoke to randomly mentioned NLP, and I thought it would marry in quite well with the mental health stuff I wanted to do. I believed it would be something like mindfulness, something quite simple and straightforward, but actually turned out to be probably one of the biggest life-changing courses I've ever been on. The best parts of the practitioner course for me were the fast phobia model. Having lived with a phobia for 50 years and having that taken away was huge. And timeline therapy. We don't realise how much stuff, baggage, rubbish we store up and how getting rid of that can make a huge impact on our lives. So the phobia that I had impacted my life hugely from a child. It stopped me doing many things. I used lots of avoidance techniques. It ruled every decision I made. So when I plucked up the courage to speak to Laura about it, I almost fell about with almost a breakdown when I talked to her about it. But very quickly she showed us and did some techniques that I didn't believe at first it had gone away, but actually it has, and it has changed my life completely. In that I will do things now that I wouldn't do before. And I think it's just changed my whole outlook. I'm braver. The problem with a phobia is that the fear that you have knocks into everything. So you might be initially afraid of one thing, but what it does is it just makes you afraid of everything. And I'm not afraid of everything anymore. You know, I love myself now. I can do whatever I want to do with my life. Moving on to do the coach course meant that I gained some incredible, not just gained the skills that I'd gained through practitioner, but coach then meant that I could actually use these skills on other people. So the hypnosis, relaxation, the timeline therapy, all of those fantastic things I had learned and had helped me, I could now go out and be qualified to go out and help others. The NLP has now given me that extra edge, and it's going to be a huge part of what I do. One-to-one coaching is something I'm offering, but what I feel now is that when I go in and do workshops with the businesses that I intend to work for, NLP has given me that extra personal touch that I can now add in and just make that extra difference when I run them. Understanding how our mind works, the unconscious mind, all of the things that we've learned have made a huge change to what I initially thought my business was going to be. And again, it's given me the courage to actually go and do it. Okay, so training with Laura has been phenomenal. There is just something about Laura that I don't think I've ever seen in any other trainer. She engages you, she brings you on board, she doesn't take any rubbish, but then on the other hand, she does that in a great way. You aren't allowed really to self-indulge, not in that you should, but it's just she has a way of sort of saying, right, this is the positive path forward, this is the path you need to take. There might be rubbish gone on in your past. We don't really need to hear about it, which again is a great thing, but what we can do, and the most important thing is we can get you past it and we can get you being the best you can be.